Let me say that again. Go live on YouTube. My name is Austin Hamilton, also known as the Porn Coach, here to try to get the answer to this question. Is porn cheating? I'm happy to take guests on. If you want to tell me about your opinion on it, if you want to tell me about whether you've used porn, you've been stuck with it and you don't want it anymore. Maybe you're a woman, you've been betrayed by a partner who used porn or had physical affairs. Maybe you're a man who's been betrayed by someone and has had physical affairs. There is another side to this. It is possible to heal through the pain of the betrayal. And if you are stuck in the cycle of using pornography and you're like, what is wrong with me? Why do I do this? I want to stop. There is hope for you. How do I know? Well, I struggled with pornography for about 20 years, which escalated into physically cheating on my wife. I'm still married to the same woman for coming up on 15 years and never thought it would be possible to, one, heal with from my own stuff and be able to restore our relationship into something that has a beautiful foundation. I'm a coach. I do one-on-one coaching as well as group coaching, both for men struggling with porn addiction or sex addiction and women dealing with betrayal trauma. You can go to link in my bio to get info on that if you'd like. All right, let's bring a guest up here. X Shot Play X.
Oh, snaps. Hello?
Oh, snaps. Hello. What's going on?
I didn't know that porn coaches existed.
Well, they do. My name's Austin. Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you. I do have, well, first of all, we got to address the prompt. Is corn, are we allowed to say porn, or do I say corn?
I say porn.
All right. Is porn cheating? I think that it depends, because if you are neglecting your girlfriend because of porn, and you would rather watch porn versus be with your girlfriend, then I would say you're cheating. But if your girlfriend is not getting neglected and you're watching porn at the same time in moderation, like as long as it's not every day, like every night, right? Like that would be considered bad and cheating. Just as long as it's in moderation. Like I would say like something healthy would be once a week, once every 2 weeks. And then like it wouldn't be once a week, like maybe you skip a week, once like a month, you know, you have like a month where you only watch porn once. I think that's fine. But if you're watching porn every single day to the point where your relationship is neglected, I think that's bad, because sometimes couples don't have the same sex drive, right? Like sometimes a girl might want it, a girl might not want it as much as the guy does, and the guy's gonna have to get by watching porn. And that happens all the time. Like you see guys that are in marriages and the wife is like not wanting to do it. Like you see it in the movies, right? And the guy will like beat himself off, like while literally in the same bed. And I don't think that's cheating. I think that's just, you know, they don't have the same sex drives.
Got it. Okay. Do you watch porn?
In moderation, like not often. I do like every now and then, to be honest, but I don't watch it like every day. I'm not like a weird guy or anything like that, where I actually have like a busy life.
Got it. You're not a weird guy. All right. That's good to know. Are you in a relationship?
I am.
Okay. Are you married, dating?
We've been dating for like about a couple of months.
Okay. Dating for a couple of months. Does she know that you use pornography?
She never asked me, actually. She's never asked if I watch pornography.
Have you ever told her?
No, it would never get brought up in a conversation. Like,
Interesting.
I don't see how we could bring it up, or like why I would tell her that.
You don't see why you would tell her that, huh?
No, like I like based on the things we talk about when we're together, like I don't see how porn would get brought up. Like I would just like randomly tell her, like, hey, I watch porn, by the way. Like that would be really weird.
Be really weird. Why would it be weird?
We usually don't talk about porn at all, or like anything like related to that.
Does she watch porn?
I don't know. I have no idea if she watches porn. I don't think she does. I don't think girls watch porn. I don't. I think most of the audience is guys. I don't think girls watch porn. You know, not that often.
Got it. That's interesting. So, how often do you personally use pornography?
Like I said, it's like about once a month, like maybe at most, like once every 2 weeks sometimes, but it's not often.
Got it. When did that start for you?
To be, I don't know. It helps me go to sleep sometimes. Like if I'm up tossing and turning, and I can't go to sleep, that will relax me.
Got it.
So,
If you're
but
if
I
you
don't.
can't
I
go
don't
to
have like
sleep,
sleeping.
you'll turn to pornography and presumably masturbation in order to help you get to sleep.
It'll make me feel sleepy. Yeah, and that's how I go to sleep. But it doesn't happen to me often. It's very rare that would
Got it.
happen.
Got it. Why do you think what do you think you're looking for when you're turning to pornography?
I'm just bored. Either bored or like I said, just looking to relax, like unwind after like a stressful day.
Got
But
it.
I don't have a lot of stressful days. So, but like if I do have a stressful day, like if somebody, I don't know, like if somebody door dinged my car, like that's actually the reason why I resorted to porn. That guy had a very bad day. It started off like when I went to Starbucks, my order was messed up, and then everything escalated after that. And then I had a door ding on my car, and then I got home. I was like, damn. So I had to unwind, and I don't drink beer or anything like that. Like I don't drink alcohol, so that's just the way I chose to unwind that day, and I don't think it's a bad thing.
Got it. Could I offer a perspective for you?
Sure.
All right. So what I'm hearing you say is when something happens that may lead to some sort of anxiety or some unwanted feelings, such as, your order at Starbucks takes a long time or your car gets door dinged or you're having a stressful day at work, you're actually trying to find a way to deal with those feelings, to cope with those feelings. And at least one of your preferred methods is to go look at pornography and masturbate, which helps soothe you back to normal. Does that make sense?
Yeah. How do we even get here?
How do we even get here?
I don't even know how we got here. Do you think porn is cheating?
Again, my name's Austin. Nice to meet you, also known as the Porn Coach. I asked this question, is porn cheating? And it's never about porn, man. It's never about porn. I would just assert to you, you don't watch porn because you need a release or you want to ejaculate. It's because you're trying to deal with or resolve some sort of feelings deep down inside. I mean, just think about this, right? I get a door ding on my car. I need to go watch porn and masturbate. Like, what's the connection?
Yeah. No,
right?
It sounds silly, but it's like escalation.
It actually doesn't sound silly. It makes complete sense, right? But most people, I used to think this way. Most people think, oh, I just need to go do it. I need to go watch pornography. I need to masturbate. And they never even consider what's really going on beneath the surface to why you're leading to that behavior. I'll answer the question. Do I think it's cheating? Yes, I think it's cheating. I think if you are in a committed monogamous relationship with another person and you've said something like, I love you, only you, mind, body, and soul till death do us part, if you deviate from that agreement, whether it's using a person on a screen or otherwise, I think you violated the agreement and you're therefore cheating. But here, the bigger question is, why are you turning towards other people, the people you're seeing in pornography, and what are you actually benefiting from by masturbating with those people? What were you going to say?
There's definitely a difference versus otherwise, because otherwise you're talking about like actually meeting up with a girl and doing it right versus you masturbating to the girl on her screen, like on the screen. I mean, on your screen.
Yeah, I'm saying they are different, and they're also very similar. You're seeking something from somebody else to feel better about what's going on, right? This door ding. Can I give you an actual very relevant example?
All right, sure.
I've been clean from pornography for a little over 8 years now, and I got in a very minor fender bender in a Target parking lot a few months ago, and I had one of my kids in the car. I'm pulling out of my parking spot. Somebody just comes flying around, hits me. I get out of the car, look at my car. It's fine. The other person, it was minorly dinged up. The other person's car was minorly dinged up. It was like a 20-year-old girl. She was totally freaked out. I was like, hey, look, it's no problem. Like, you're fine. Give me your insurance. I'll give you my insurance. Let's get each other's info and we'll be on our day. And I left and it was no problem. 10 years ago, guess what I would have done?
What would you have done?
Probably would have gone home and masturbated to make myself feel better. Right? Because I didn't know how to deal with those emotions going on the inside.
I mean, I do got a question, though, because you brought up something. It's gonna sound out of topic, but it's not. Because you mentioned that there was a girl, but girls actually, what? How do you view dildos? Is dildos cheating? Like if a girl buys a dildo and she's in a relationship, is that cheating?
So are
I think
toys
that-
cheating? I would not put toys, just the object of a toy. I would not by itself put that in the category of cheating.
But it's pretty equivalent. I think that
It's not
porn is the
equivalent. It's not equivalent at all. Pornography, you're using another person. Something like a dildo, a sex toy, is an inanimate object. You're not dehumanizing or objectifying another person in the act.
But what if she's using her dildo like to the point where she would rather use her dildo versus actually use you? Like what if she would rather use her dildo versus like have sex with her boyfriend?
Then I would say a conversation should probably be had between those people. What's going on here in the relationship to where you'd prefer that inanimate object over being with the person?
What's your definition of cheating? Like, for example, like if somebody is like weightlifting,
What's the
right?
definition
Like,
of cheating? Going against an agreement.
Going against an agreement. Such as, like, for example, if somebody's a bodybuilder and they have a cheat meal and they eat a donut, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's cheating because that's part of the program. They just call it a cheat meal, right?
Okay.
But going against the agreement in this context of a relationship, just think about it. Like when you're in a relationship with your girlfriend, right? You've been for a few months. There's some sort of implied agreement that says there's exclusivity between the two of us, right? And we are only going to be with each other in a sexual way. That's generally some sort of either spoken or unspoken conversation about what this relationship is. And I actually think there's a lot more to the fact that your girlfriend doesn't know about your pornography use, because if she did, there would probably be a whole set of conversations that would need to be had if she knew that you were doing that.
I don't even think it would ever get brought up. Like I said, I can't think of a reason why I would tell her, or why she would need to know.
Well, why would you not tell her?
Why would I not tell her? Because I think that would definitely, like, we're too new in the relationship. Like, as far as, I think that would probably end things.
Okay. You think it would probably end things. What do you make of that?
Well, I don't know, because, like, it's not a problem. Like I said, like, I'm not addicted to porn, or like I'm not watching porn like 24/7.
I got it. But you think it would end things? You think it would end?
Yeah,
things?
I think it would be weird. It would be like a weird way to definitely like break a relationship.
Okay, so you think that your girlfriend knowing about your pornography use would be a weird? It would be weird, and it would break the relationship.
To tell her, yes.
To tell her.
I'm like
Okay,
making
so
it a bigger deal than it is.
Well, doesn't that just indicate that there may be something more going on than just looking at pornography?
I think when you're bringing it up, you're making it a bigger deal than what it actually is. It's really not that big of a deal.
If it's not that big of a deal, why wouldn't you tell her?
Because it's not a big deal. It's like
if it's not a big deal, why would it potentially end the relationship?
I have no idea, to be honest.
Okay. Is she there right now? Could we get her on?
No, she's not here. No, if she was,
could you call her?
I wouldn't call her. How?
Yeah, on like FaceTime. Do you have a phone? I don't have a phone, but maybe you do.
With you on the live?
Sure, why not?
But I'm on my phone though.
Oh, got it. Okay. Dang, that's not gonna work. When did you start watching porn?
I was a kid, to be honest. I was on the internet, and it happened by accident. Actually, I was on the TV. It happened by accident because I was on the TV watching cartoons, and like that late night, there was like this late night cartoon session, right? And there was this commercial that came out called Girls Gone Wild. And they used to blur the girls, like from you being able to see everything. And I was like very curious, like, why are they blurring things? I want to see like the actual videos, like where can I see them? And that's where I went on the internet. So like I was accidentally exposed to pornography at that age, because I was just watching I was like watching adult cartoons, and that commercial came out of Girls Gone Wild, and they were blurring what, like, they were actually like revealing themselves.
Yeah.
on the
Yeah, I'm
commercial.
sorry, man. I'm sorry. Children shouldn't be exposed to pornography.
Yeah, well, I was watching like an adult, like it's like this adult cartoon thing. Like after Nickelodeon or after like Cartoon Network, there's like this adult. I forgot what it's called. There's like this adult Cartoon Network thing. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do know what you're talking about. How old are you?
25.
Okay, so I'm quite a bit older than you, but yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Adult Swim. Is that it?
Yes, Adult Swim. Yeah, there was like this advertisement on a commercial break.
Yeah. How do you think your exposure to pornography and subsequent pornography use has informed your view of how you view women and relationships?
I don't think it's done anything. I mean, for some people it might have impacted them for sure, but I don't think it's impacted me at all.
You don't think it's impacted you at all?
No, how would it impact me? Well, I don't feel impacted, or I don't sound impacted.
Yeah, well, typically, pornography. So some people are like, "Oh, pornography is a teacher." It certainly is an educational tool, but in my opinion, it's a pretty bad educational tool if what you're wanting to learn is a healthy, whole view of sex and relationships. Much of what we see in pornography, probably just short from everything we see in pornography, is fake, it's synthetic, it's scripted, it's not real life, it's not what relationships are actually like, it's not what sex is actually like. And the young developing brain, most boys are exposed to pornography by the age of 13, myself included. We start to see pornography, and that becomes our sex education tool. And it's a great sex education tool if you want to learn how to have bad romantic relationships later on in life. But it's not a good tool if you want to learn to develop healthy relationships later on in life. And so again, this was my story as well. We then kind of grow up using pornography for however often, maybe once a month, maybe 5 times a week. And that becomes our teacher. And then we start kind of acting out those things, whether consciously or subconsciously, in our real life relationships. So many people grow up and not even have an awareness that it's a problem until we're exposed to something differently. For example, when you go and watch pornography, like you said, maybe once a month, once every couple weeks, it requires nothing of you. You don't have to do anything to go have that perfectly curated experience of what you're wanting sexually in that moment. What do you think would be required of you to go have that experience that you're wanting in real life with a woman?
You would have to get up and either go to a bar or go on a dating app these days, etc. You would have to put in more work, I would say.
You would have to put in effort, yes. And it's not just about consummating in a sexual act, right? But you would have to put in effort. You would have to be a person that's going somewhere in life, that probably works out, goes to the gym, has interests, hobbies, knows how to woo a woman, knows how to care for a woman, knows how to provide and protect a woman, right? Going to pornography subverts all of that. And it just says, I want what I want, when I want it, how I want it. Click a button, give it to me. And then that gets into our thinking that that's what real life relationship is like, which it is not. It's the complete opposite of that. You tracking with me?
I am tracking, yeah, 100%. I think that there's definitely a spectrum, right? Like I said, in terms of moderation, because too much of anything is bad for you. Like even too much water is bad for you. Too much caffeine is bad for you. Too much sugar is bad for you. I think that porn is also like a similar aspect. Like too much of it is bad for you. Like because if you're watching porn to that extent, where now you have unrealistic expectations, I think that at that point, it's definitely something that's bad for you, something you should cut off. But like I said, I feel like most people are not watching it. I wouldn't even know, to be honest. But if you're watching it every day, then I would say you have a problem. Or if you can't stop watching it, then I would say you have a problem. Or
got it. Well, so here's the question, right? The whole moderation thing. I would say, and I'm wondering if you would agree, that the act of looking at pornography is dehumanizing and objectifying the people on the screen. Do you agree with that? Or do you see that perspective?
Yes, I would say you're breaking them down to something more than what they are. I mean,
Yeah.
something less than what they are.
Something like, yeah. Okay. So you're okay. So then the question when it comes to moderation is for you, how much of that do you want in your life? How much breaking somebody down, dehumanizing them, viewing them as an object for your sexual pleasure? Where's the line in moderation for you of how much you want that in your life?
When it's broken and viewed in that way, I would say none.
None.
But
Yes. Great.
yeah,
Okay. So so why not strive for that?
I agree with you. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
I agree. Yeah, you changed my mind. I would say.
Let's go.
Yeah, you changed my mind. I'm not. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I think-
Well,
Right.
and thank you for being intellectually honest, right? Because if we view it that way, that pornography is dehumanizing and objectifying to another person, then the whole moderation argument goes out the window, right? If we want to be people of integrity and who are capable of loving other people, there shouldn't be room for that. Now, you're not perfect, I'm not perfect, right? So that's why I like
Right.
to say, let's strive towards that. Let's work towards that. And in this area with pornography, it means let's kick the porn. Because here's the thing, is what we do in secret, we do in public. So if you're watching porn in secret, if I'm watching porn in secret, that will come out in public with how I view people. That certainly happened for me thousands of times. I imagine it has for you as well. Would you see that?
Maybe unaware, yes, but I can't think of a certain instant where I could relate to that.
Yeah.
Maybe unaware, yes, but I can't really relate, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah, gotcha. What are you thinking right now, man?
What am I thinking? I'm
Yeah.
thinking, to be honest, on going on, cutting out porn entirely. Even though that it was in moderation, like once a month or so,
Mhm.
I'm thinking of just cutting out entirely because I agree. I think that it's viewing people, and it's breaking down people into less than what they are.
Yeah,
There's a
Great.
good reason why it's being banned as well.
exactly. All right, can we do something here? Can we ask the chat for some feedback?
All right, sure.
Okay, all right, chat. Will you give this guy some feedback? Particularly those of you who have heard it from the beginning of the conversation. Give this guy some feedback about what you're hearing here. What's your name? Shot play.
It's a concept.
Yeah, I got
It's
it.
a concept.
So proud of you, someone said. If I was her, I'd be heartbroken. He should stop. That's my feedback. I think you should still be open with your partner and discuss what's appropriate in your relationship. I appreciate his openness and willingness to listen. Be honest with your girl, have the conversation and move on. Stop for you, not for her. Yeah, that's good. You showed so much emotional intelligence in this conversation. There's ever something you wouldn't want to tell her, there's already guilt. You should definitely tell your girlfriend. Also, don't expect perfection immediately, just progress. If you want to stop, I think it shows great caring and love for your girlfriend. Communicate with her and figure out why you don't distress with her. Yeah, I think there's something still there, man, for just to look at. I mean, I know you just stumbled across this. We've been talking for 20 minutes, right? But
Yep.
look at that. You're withholding this information from her that you know would be devastating to her, right? Now, you're young, you're 25 years old. Like, I'm not coming down on you for that. But just think about that. Is that really what you want in a relationship where you have secrets that if she found out, she would probably break up with you, right?
I don't know. I think everybody has secrets in relationships. I think you shouldn't reveal everything about yourself to anybody, regardless of who they are. Like even family members, even if they're your girlfriend.
Yeah,
I don't think you should
I would just push you on that one, man. I get it. Like, look, we don't even know everything about ourselves. But I think, especially in a romantic relationship, I think we should try to be fully seen and known by the other person, which means we have to reveal everything inside to the other person, which takes a lifetime. It's not a one and done.
my concern is what if I reveal all my flaws and she doesn't do the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. That's the reason why I say that you should be careful before opening up opening up yourself towards somebody, because they might try to pivot off of you, like to use you, and they'll say that they're a better person than you.
Totally.
I think.
Yeah. Well, and it's very difficult. No question about that. But what I would say is, if you reveal everything and the other person isn't willing to hold that with you and do the same back, that gives you a lot of information, right? We can only be.
You wouldn't know.
Well, sure, but we can only be seen and known and loved to the point we're willing to show everything. That's called vulnerability, and that's how intimacy is built.
The reason why I agree again is because it's definitely better sooner, right? Because if you don't reveal everything, she might discover it later on, and that will be a deal breaker for her, and you just wasted, who knows, like maybe months. Some guys have wasted years of their lives with the wrong woman because they were hiding things. So, I'm not going to disagree with you on that. I agree with you.
Yeah,
Again,
totally. And I wouldn't even say necessarily it's the wrong woman, right? It's just that we, in the context of the relationship, weren't willing to be fully vulnerable with one another to see and know each other. There's a reason why it's scary to think if she were to know this part of me, she might reject me, right? That's shame talking. I can't be fully known because if she knows this, she's going to reject me. Okay, so there's a fear there. I'm afraid to open up. And that is what typically prevents people from intimacy, is not being able to open up. And it's scary, man. I get it. And guess what? If you were to do that, I'm not saying you should, but if you were to tell her about the pornography thing, she might reject you. But what if she doesn't? What if you go to her and say, hey, I talked to this random dude on the internet and he was grilling me about porn, and I realized, yeah, it is a problem, and I want to stop for the sake of myself and our relationship. What if she was like, oh my gosh, I've been waiting for this moment my whole life. Somebody who will truly just see me and be faithful to me only and not be screwing around with girls on the internet.
Now I have a reason to bring it up, because you see, like before I couldn't bring it up in discussion or like as a topic because I didn't have anything to say about it, but now I do, because like I could bring you up.
Yeah, totally. Just blame it on me.
Yeah, and this guy enlightened me. Like, I came across this wise guy, like, and yeah, you're very wise, by the way, because you schooled me in a lot. But the only thing I disagree so far from what you have said is just the dildos, because some girls, they humanize their dildos, like they'll give them guys names. Like, what if a girl has a dildo like Johnny, and Johnny was her ex-boyfriend, and Johnny is the name of like after her ex-boyfriend? I think that's cheating.
Yeah, well, look, man, let me just clarify, because I actually don't think we disagree. I don't think a dildo by itself, the inanimate object of a dildo, it's not cheating. It's a piece of plastic or silicone, right? But can it be used in a way that would be cheating? Absolutely.
Okay, all right, I agree with you on that.
Just like pornography, right? Is a woman on the internet just a picture of a woman, is that inherently cheating? No. But what's going on between the woman and the man watching the woman and what the woman is doing, that's when it can be cheating, right? Not to compare dildos to women, but you get what I'm saying, right?
I understand. Yeah, it depends on how she's using it, right? Because like in my mind, what I'm thinking is like, what is she imagining? Like, is she just imagining the dildo and that's it, or is she imagining like her ex-boyfriend or like some other guy? You see, in that case, that's cheating. And I'm willing to bet 100%. I'm 100% sure, because I wouldn't know, right? I wouldn't be able to peek inside a girl's mind, but I'm 100% sure that a woman would fantasize about a guy. Like, if she's in a marriage with the same guy for 10 plus years and she has a dildo, I think she's picturing a different guy. I'm almost 100%. I'm 99% sure.
Yeah, well, that's the case. So there's actually data that backs that. Dr. Doug Weiss, he's written many books on this topic. I found this in a video, and it's the most fascinating thing. He says there's 3 types of masturbators that he has come across in his 25 years of doing, porn and sex relationship healing and speaking all across the world. He says there's 3 types of masturbators. 1, there's non-masturbators, people who don't and haven't masturbated. And in his work, he said he's come across, I think it was 11 people who have never masturbated. Okay, so that's a very, very, very small percentage of people. So 1, non-masturbators. Number 2 is those who masturbate without fantasy. So non-masturbators, those who masturbate without fantasy. And then the 3rd category is those who masturbate with fantasy. And fantasy, for what we're talking about, is you're thinking about another person or an ex or whatever, right? So those are the 3 categories, at least, that he talks about. And so, well, you're probably not wrong that there's some sort of imagination going on about a previous partner or some sort of fantasy you saw in pornography. It is possible to masturbate without fantasy, though it's very difficult, particularly if you've got a decent amount of sexual history as well as a history watching pornography. But again, you won't know unless you ask. Hey, when you use that thing, what are you thinking about?
I think it's important because I think that that's one of the reasons what leads to a lot of failed relationships, a lot of failed marriages. I think that if a woman is fantasizing to that extent where she's imagining a different man, like a way more attractive man than her husband, I think that she's going to view her husband as less attractive, like in the long run.
And same with men who are using pornography.
Yeah, 100%, I think. But women do instigate most of the divorces, right? It's like 50%, like over 50%.
I don't know about that, but I think I've heard that statistic as well. Something about women are the ones who actually initiate it. But there's more to that story.
Yeah, it's definitely.
It's why are they getting to the point where they feel like they have to go initiate it, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Hey man, what's your name?
My real name?
Yeah, are you okay sharing that?
Not.
You don't have
not
to
at this moment.
Okay,
No,
all right, no
sorry.
problem. It was nice chatting with you, man. I really appreciate it.
It was nice chatting with you.
Yeah. All right, man. Anything else?
There's nothing off the top of my head, to be honest.
All right.
But-
Let me know what happens when you have a conversation with her, okay?
All right, I'll bring back. I'll probably come back up like later on, maybe like later on this week or something.
Sounds good, man. Take care.
All right, peace.
All right. All right, W's in the chat for our guest, the first guest of the day. And what's going on, everybody? Dark Angel, Tim, Danielle, Krista, An Honest Love, Caitlin. Who did I miss? Other Caitlin. 2 Caitlins. Brenda's probably out there. Callie. What's going on? Thank you for doing this. So important to have these conversations. Hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking and sharing. Thanks for tapping the screen. That's how we create more conversation. All right. Let me up, please. Kayla, I'll get you in 1 second. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. All right, chat. Somebody in the comments said he's so rude. Were you talking about me or the other guy? Like, I mean, last time somebody was like, he's so angry. Maybe I need some anger management or something. Did I wash my hands? No. Why would I wash my hands? I just took a shower. It was a number 1. Like, come on. Am I the rude one or was he the rude one? You guys are rude. Jeez. All right, like and share, people. Tap the screen. Tap, 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 tap the screen. Give me a follow if you don't follow me already. And by the way, I should clip that interaction just now. How long does it take to change somebody's mind that pornography is a problem if they're genuinely engaging the conversation in good faith and they have an open mind? It takes about 15 minutes. That's it. It only takes about 15 minutes to do a complete 180 on whether pornography is cheating or harmful. Anyways. Sometimes it only takes 5 minutes. Other times it never happens, but whatever. We're not here to change people's minds, though a lot of people do change their minds. We're here to create conversation. It's Kayla. Hey there, what's going on?
Hey, I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing good, thanks. Are you 18 or over?
Yes, I'm 20.
You're 20, okay. All right, well, how's it going? Is porn cheating?
To me, I don't think it's cheating. I mean, me and my boyfriend watch it. We don't watch it together because he asked me if I would want to watch together, and I find that, I don't know, I feel like that's kind of weird. So we don't watch it together.
Hey, real quick, it sounds like you're like covering your microphone or something, or maybe you're underwater.
No, I'm
Can you
connected
do
to my
anything?
Bluetooth.
Okay, yeah, let's get off the Bluetooth. That stuff never works.
Can you hear me better?
Little bit, yeah.
Okay, sorry about that.
All right, so you guys watch porn, but he wants you to watch it with him, but you don't want to do that? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, he only asked me once, but I denied because I feel like that's kind of like pushing it. I don't know
Okay.
why, but it just makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't have a problem with it. He doesn't either, but I just think I feel like if you watch it too much, then that's a problem. Because so I used to struggle with addiction, and I first got exposed to porn in middle school, I believe. Like for me, middle school was like the
I gotta
hardest
kill the
part.
music because I'm getting feedback. Sorry, go ahead.
To me, middle school was like the hardest part of my life, like figuring out myself and stuff like that. But you also have like troublemakers, like in middle school. They'll
Mhm.
like expose you to stuff. So I was exposed to porn in middle school. That's when like people didn't like put locks on the computer, so you could like search up anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's freaked out kids in middle school. It was crazy. But you know, as I grew, I learned that, you know, addiction is like not right and you have to better yourself. So although I still watch porn, I don't watch it as much as I used to. And I definitely, because I used to watch it when I was bored. That's how bad it was. But I
Mhm.
definitely don't do that anymore. But
Mhm.
the problem with my boyfriend is so we I don't know if this might be childish to some people, but we sleep on the phone because like he works through Monday through Friday. I'm in college, so I have classes Monday through Friday. I work too. So we only see each other on the weekend. So like every night we like sleep on the phone together. So one night when we were like both high, I asked him when you usually watch porn, and he was like every morning before he goes to work. And that's when it's a problem because like I feel like that's overdoing it, if you know what I mean. Like, cause that's when you're just you're getting off the phone with me in order to get ready for work. So it feels kind of weird for you to sit there and do that.
So what does it feel like for you that you guys sleep together on the phone all
Mhm.
night, and then he gets off the phone with you and then goes and looks at porn? What's that like for you?
It's, I don't know. It just, cause I don't do that. Like, he told me, I just feel like men have a higher sex
What does it
drive.
feel like? What does it feel like for you?
When he told me that, it just made me feel uncomfortable and weird.
You feel
That's the only,
uncomfortable and weird.
yeah.
Okay, why? What can you expand on that uncomfortable and weird feeling when you find out that he watches porn after sleeping with you on the phone all night?
I'm not saying like he could ask me because I'm right there, because I'm not gonna jump when you say jump. If I'm not in the mood, I'm not in the mood. But it's just like I feel like it's kind of disrespectful because every morning, I don't mind it some mornings, but like how can you just? I know like morning wood exists and stuff, but I feel like he has no self discipline when it comes to that area of our relationship, because when I would sleep over his house, he would wake up with morning wood, but I would still be like dead ass in the middle of sleep, and he would like he'll get on top of me and hug me, and I just feel it pressing against my back, and it makes me uncomfortable. I've spoken to this about him before, because like obviously I'm like trying to sleep and you're just smothering me. And can you not clip this, please? Because I don't want him to see this or anything.
Sure.
By the way, but yeah, and sometimes he would like actually take off his pants and underwear and like hug me from the back. Like it's just uncomfortable. So I feel like he definitely struggles with discipline when it comes to like sex and boundaries and stuff. If you know what I
Okay.
mean.
Yeah, I got you. So, you're in a relationship where you're saying he's struggling with boundaries, and in the morning, at least, there's what you're describing as a lack of self-control sexually, and him wanting to push boundaries that you're not up for.
Yeah.
How long has this been going on for?
You know, I haven't been over his house in like 3 weeks now because his car is like he has to get his wheel fixed. But it hasn't happened for a while since I'm like that's what I like about him. When I tell him about something, he understands and he quickly fixes it. So it hasn't happened. But I'm just bringing it up because I feel like this it like correlates with the topic, if that makes sense.
I need help.
hmm
Um,
Somebody
But,
needs help.
I'm sorry.
Somebody needs help over there.
Oh, that's my brother. He
Yeah.
was asking me about Roblox for a second. But no, not only that. When we first started dating, we dated for 3 months before he actually asked me to be his girlfriend. Cause I don't really like rushing or anything. So like we were legit dating, no kissing, no sex or nothing for 3 months, and then he asked me to be his girlfriend over dinner and stuff. But during that time, I was a little bit more detached because like I liked him, but I wasn't like, you know, if you know what I mean, like that attached to him at the time. So usually when I am that attached, I go through men's following. So like when we actually were together and we were boyfriend and girlfriend, I finally went through his following, and he was following like hella OnlyFans girls, like just girls who like barely have clothes on their accounts. But I got him to unfollow them. But I don't know. It's just I feel like his past is just gonna come back up because I don't want to stereotype gamers, but I feel like most gamers and anime watchers have this problem with being lustful. Cause I had an ex who was just like this and everything. So
Well, if he doesn't work on the issue that you see, which by the way, he may not see it as an issue, if he doesn't work on it, nothing's going to change. But I want to ask you again, what does it feel like to be in this relationship with a man who it sounds like isn't honoring your boundaries and lusting after other women? What does that feel like for you?
I don't know. I'm always like, although I tell him when something bothers me, I don't wait till the last minute. I just speak my mind right there and then, because I'm not afraid of hurting his feelings if I need to. Like, the truth needs to be said. Can I tell you what happened last night? What we got into an
Well-
argument about?
Well, about pornography?
Yes. So,
Sure.
basically, you know how I don't know if you ever like went through this, but you ever just watched a random ad and you notice a person's face from porn, and you feel kind of embarrassed because you realize that you might have a problem.
That's actually never happened to me, but I quit watching porn a long time ago. So, but I have so
But,
many questions about that. Anyways, go ahead.
So yeah, that happened to me last night. I was like, wait, I told my boyfriend about that, and I said that's kind of weird. I feel like that's how you know you have a problem. And he was like, not really. You know, a lot of them are in like ads like Playboy, yada yada yada, and then whatever. And so I brought up Twitter since we were on a topic about porn anyway. I was like, I feel like you're an addict if all your content, like your For You page on Twitter, is just porn. And then he kind of got offended by that because what happened in high school with me and my first boyfriend, back then, I told you, I was addicted. Like it was bad to the point where my Twitter was just filled with porn. Like I couldn't even scroll in public because I obviously would see what I was watching. But I was sitting in the back with my boyfriend at the time, and then I lowered my brightness on my phone. I was showing him my Twitter. At the time, I was laughing at it because I didn't think it was weird. But he looked at me in a weird way, and he explained to me like, "Yeah, that's weird. You shouldn't be showing me that and stuff." And so I was telling him about that last night, and he was like, "Oh, why would he look at you disgusted like that? It was a trend in high school to have Twitter all over, like to have porn all over your Twitter. He's weird, yada yada yada." Just going in, and that's what I feel like. Sometimes my boyfriend like has energy for things that doesn't need that much energy. Like I don't know why he was so mad about that. And so I hung up the phone on him because I'm like, I need time to recollect my thoughts because I can't believe like you're defending this. Like if I did that to you, if your girlfriend did that to you when you were in high school, you wouldn't think that's weird. Or
All
she
right,
has a
so
problem?
look, first of all, I want somebody in the chat, and I agree. Like, are you still around a child?
Oh no, he went downstairs.
Okay, all right, cool. All right, so notice that I've asked you 3 times what it feels like to be in a relationship with somebody who watches porn and is lusting after other women online. And each time I asked you, you started talking about him again.
I mean, I don't know. He treats me well, so it's just like I just,
I see your comments about the mic, by the way. I can't do anything about it right now, but thank you. All right, so what are you wanting?
I don't know. I guess I'm just scared that he's going to cheat on me because I know that he's in this phase of his life where he lacks discipline, and I
All
think
right,
he's just doing
you're
that
scared he's going to cheat on you. Why are you scared he's going to cheat on you?
because like although he did unfollow the girls I wanted him to unfollow, and I talked to him about sorry, my family's loud, and I talked about how masturbating every morning is like kind of bad. I don't know, that Twitter conversation just like kind of like made me feel some type of way.
Does he have any remorse about the fact that he's using other women, using pornography for sexual pleasure while he's in a relationship with you?
You said, does he feel any type of way about it?
Does he have any remorse? Does he feel bad about it?
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I can't really answer that.
Well, there's the question, right? Because many people, many women who are, can anybody hear me? Like sometimes people say you can't hear me, but other people say you can. So something's up. You can't. See, some say yes, some say no. Okay. Turn your mic up. All right, I'll try to fix it after this guest. I forgot what I asked you. Maybe I can't even hear myself. Where were we? What are you wanting?
Does he have any remorse?
Oh, does he have any remorse? Yeah. Because look, you think this is a problem that he's using pornography, but he might not think it's a problem. And if he doesn't think, you don't think it's a problem?
I just think if he might be using it too much, because every time I go through his phone, he said I'm not going to find nothing.
Okay, how much pornography use are you okay with?
I mean,
how much of him lusting after and objectifying other women who are not you are you okay with?
I mean, I feel like if it's not every day, then I don't really care.
So if it's 6 days a week, you'd be fine with that?
Not 6 days a week. That's like damn near the whole week.
Okay, we said not every day. Okay, so 5 days a week? How many days a week would you be okay with him lusting after and objectifying other women?
I don't know. Like I told you, he told me that he was horny every day because he's attracted to me, but it's just like I'm not there every single day around you. and I'm not doing anything sexual every day. So I don't know how he could be horny every day. But that's what kind of worries me, because it's kind of weird that you feel like that every day.
Well, his hormones are not your responsibility.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
What are you wanting?
um, I don't know. I feel like I just have trust issues.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Yeah. So there's way more to this conversation than just somebody watches porn and you don't like it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Trust issues, knowing what you're actually feeling, maybe having a conversation with him. Like, what's the conversation you want to have with him?
I mean, we already had all the conversations.
Okay, what's the behavior change you're wanting to see from him?
Maybe when I bring something up that revolves around porn, to like not defend it so much, because it just comes across like you're an addict. Like, I don't have a problem with you using it, but if you're like on a defense, like I told you, the Twitter argument we had last night, that's when it
Hold on.
gets a little weird.
I think you actually do have a problem that he uses it. Based on what you're saying, I think you actually do have a problem with it.
I mean, I would be a hypocrite if I said I did, because I watch it too.
You still watch pornography?
Yeah, I said that in the beginning, but I don't. But it's not like an excessive amount. That's the problem.
How many times a week is it that you watch it?
I watched it last week one time.
One time. So maybe once every week or two?
Probably, yeah.
All right. So you watch pornography and you have some sort of discomfort with the fact that your boyfriend watches pornography.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it does sound hypocritical.
Yeah, but it's the fact that he told me he watches it every morning.
Yeah.
I think there's a line between addiction and a line of using it like in a healthy amount of way. Like,
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for sharing. Anything else you want to share?
Not really.
All right. Take care.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye. Yeah, I see your comment, Dark Angel. Yeah, we'll just move on. All right, let's get the music going. I love having the background music in my headphones. W's in the chat from all our guests. Okay, I need to figure out this audio thing. It drives me nuts. Hold on one second. Hold on one moment. Yeah, there's no reason that I can see why my audio would be lower. I don't get it. Let's bring Moms AF on. Moms AF, I'm good. How are you?
Good.
How's it going? Long time no see. Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah. What's new? Fill us in.
Oh, man. Not a fun update.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Found some interesting stuff on a phone.
Whose phone?
My husband.
Oh, husband.
Mm-hmm. So he's 2 nights on the couch. And it's probably, if it's not going to lead to therapy, then this wife is done. Yeah. So
sorry.
No, you know what? It's so crazy too, because like the first time, completely devastated, absolutely heartbroken, right? And like obviously still not like happy it happened, like still upset, hurt, all the things. but such a different response and so much more peace with, you know what, this is a you problem. This
Yeah.
has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
Like before it was maybe I'm not doing this enough, or maybe I'm not this enough, or it's not frequent enough, or it's not often enough, or it's not whatever. And now I'm like, you know what? Like there's nothing more that, oh my gosh. And then of course kids have to come in. There's nothing, let me block myself in a room really quick.
Okay.
I'm on the phone. There's nothing more that like I can provide to make a grown man who's supposed to be able to just emotionally be mature enough to raise a family, right? To have a family. Like if you want me to carry your lineage, I need to be there for the lineage, right? Like I need to be there for our children. And yes, be there for you, but not in the sense of me raising a child.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to do that because then that takes away from my children.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not responsible for your emotional wellness. So I'm just kind of like, whatever at this point.
Yeah.
And it's crazy too, because he actually put himself on the couch. I didn't have to say anything. He's lucky he even made it back in the house,
Mm-hmm.
which we're actually like moving right now too.
How long has
So
how
as
long
we're
has this been
moving, I
going
saw
on for?
everything. Huh?
How long has this been going on for? Like I know
The
you
first
just
time or
discovered it
just
2 days
now?
ago, but like how long has he actually been doing it?
I found out in 2020.
No, I got that, but because you guys have been working on it, you've been doing therapy, all the stuff,
Mhm.
right? And so
Mhm.
he relapsed. We can call it that, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you discovered it 2 days ago, but when, like, from what you know, when did that relapse actually begin?
Only the 13th.
Okay, so this is very recent. Yeah, that
Yeah.
sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And you know what? And it's I think the hardest part is like, okay, the hardest part is when people are like, oh, well, you know, don't do this with the kids. Don't tell the kids this. Don't tell the kids that. And you know what? Boundaries are healthy. And if somebody had, okay, if somebody had an addiction to, I don't know if you could say the word, so drugs, right?
Mhm.
It would be something that's noticeable.
Mm-hmm.
You could
Usually,
see that
yep.
depending on, right?
Yeah.
But if there's a different kind of addiction that is a sacred one that's internal that you know, you can't see it externally, then why are you hiding that addiction? I'm not saying go and tell them, you know, all the things. However, it is the fact that there is an issue and that it's an issue that someone needs to get help for, that is not something that mom needs to get help for when it comes to me having the addiction, dealing with the emotions and the responses and all those things, yes. But like, I'm baffled by the amount of people that think that that's acceptable to block children out when their whole worlds can get turned upside down, if that
Mhm.
makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's crazy because literally we're moving from one house to another and he doesn't have to come here. He might not come here. He might not be welcomed here at all,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah. So, what are you gonna do?
I talked to him last night because I mean he's moving like our stuff, you know, like it's supposed to be a family, right? And I called him on the phone. I said, so when are you planning on having a conversation about everything? And the fact that I even had to bring it up is disgusting to me.
Mm-hmm.
I should not have to bring it up.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, I mean, I did it. And I was like, okay, you did what? That's not enough for me. You did what? And he's like, well, you saw. And I'm like, okay, you're obviously not ready to talk about it. I'm not doing this. When you're ready to talk about it, which needs to be extremely soon, then we need to figure this out. I said, because we need to figure out what's going to happen from here on out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's really tough.
I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Like as bad as it sounds, I really don't care anymore.
Mm.
You can't slap somebody across the face. 1 second. over and over and over again and then expect them to be okay. Oh my gosh, hold on, sorry.
That's okay. It's a holiday. Everyone's got kids around today.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I said it's a holiday. Everyone's got kids around today.
Oh, yeah. Well, so mine are all homeschooled also.
Oh, gosh.
So I don't think I've told you what's gone on. So in January, my son was actually hit by a truck. Yeah. It was a hit and run by a commercial box truck, and the driver got out for 12 seconds, patted him on the back, and left. I have the video. That's the only reason we know even who it was. It was a very large commercial delivery company. So my son has a traumatic brain injury, and he has a ton of doctor's appointments, and he hasn't been able to go back to school since. It's just been so much just for him alone. And on top of that, I homeschool my other two younger kids because I don't want them in the public school system. And then we have our own business, and like I try to be extremely involved. Like I do everything, you know, and I just don't understand how. I mean, it's not even my problem.
Yeah, and in the midst of all that, you just found this out.
Maybe,
last week, or that this was going on a week ago.
Yep.
I hear so much pain in your voice.
While I was at my son's IEP meeting.
Yeah.
Instead of him coming to the meeting, he was out doing his fanatics.
It sounds like you're keeping a lot together, like you're holding everything together.
Always have. Yes. Yes.
Have you let yourself be undone in the midst of all of this?
Not this time. The first time, it was all completely undone. It was, I mean, I told everybody. I didn't care. And this time, I'm like, you know what? Stupid me. Really. Stupid me for believing. Sorry.
It's okay.
For believing that he would be any different. Or that he would love his family enough to get help.
What's your body telling you right now?
That he's not safe anymore. And that I can't trust him. And that breaks my heart. And I don't want to be a single mom. I'm tired already. I just went back to law school and everything. But I don't want my kids to think that this is okay either. I don't want my daughter to ever be treated this way. And I don't want my boys to ever expect their wife to stay.
You'll get there. What are you feeling as you're letting some of this out?
Frustration for believing that he would be different. Or that he would maybe think what he did was wrong and not do it again, which means he doesn't think it's wrong.
Yeah, you're all bound up with that, with what happened in the past. You stayed, you've been willing to work on it, you're holding everything together. Your son has this traumatic injury, and then you find this has been going on.
And he has no idea what I do either, because I've tried to make it so that he works really hard, like very hard. And I've tried to just make it so that he can just worry about work, and I handle everything else. Like, I even handle all of our clients and everything. All he does is just show up and work with our crew. Like, he's the reason that we even have an income. So if I don't know what's gonna happen if I don't have. I feel like he could use that against me, you know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think what's even more disgusting is the people that work for us knew he wasn't even there and knew he was doing stuff and didn't say anything to me.
Yeah, so this is
only try to
really
have, like,
complex.
high-quality people
What's going
around
on?
me.
Yeah. Yeah. Who else knows what you're going through, like within the last few days?
I haven't told anybody.
You haven't told anybody.
A lot
Until
of the
now.
people are like, well, you knew that he already did it before, so you should have expected him to do it again. And I think it's such a disgusting response.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
that's not a wholesome that comes from people that have never experienced this.
Yeah, that's not helpful.
Nobody can say how it feels when you're raising kids and then your life is just completely uprooted because of somebody else's bad decisions.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess I expect me out of people too much, and I'm an honest, wholesome, loving, down to earth person, and so if somebody did something like that, I wouldn't even choose that person as a friend, let alone a partner. I'd cut people off very quickly, even my own family. I'm very quick to cut people off if you violate my boundaries. So
And
it's maddening.
yeah, and here you are with your husband going through this again.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Which is pushing you.
To make decisions I don't want to make.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's really hard.
It's okay.
It's okay. Everything's fine.
It's crazy too, because like we just got the house that we've always wanted and the location we've always wanted. He just throws it all away.
What's the next decision you need to make that will either help you create more safety, help create a conversation with him, help, encourage him to go in a different direction, or something else? What courageous decision do you need to make so that you can keep moving forward?
It's so bad because I don't just think about myself when you ask that question. I think about my kids too. And honestly, like, I take myself out of it, as weird as it sounds, because I just want him to get help, because it's not going to stop. And if he could just get therapy for himself, because I mean, it's gonna happen, when I'm not even in the picture anymore, and my kids are gonna have to deal with the lies of him supposed to showing up at something and he doesn't show up, and then my grandkids and same thing. And we have not done therapy like traditional sit down therapy. He's never done that. Never. I mean, that's such a weird thing for him.
Why? I'm curious why that is, just with your history.
it's very convenient for him to work so much if that is an option.
Well, working is a great addiction to help us avoid
Oh,
what's
very
going on.
much.
Yeah.
Yep, very much. Very
Yeah.
much. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm
But it's
surprised.
also
Kind of knowing you and your story, I would have thought you guys have done couples counseling, or he would have done some work.
so I did a lot of work.
Yeah.
I did a lot of work. Which is probably why I'm not on the ground and my body is not profusely shaking like it did the first time I found out.
Yeah.
I've never seen my legs jump so high.
Yeah. Yeah, you're doing great.
My legs, oh my God. I think now it is a matter of
Oh, you're gone. What happened? Somebody called her. I know my mic is low. Guys, I got to figure this out when I'm not live. So you'll just have to bear with me here today. Mom's AF, where'd you go? Mom's AF? All right, Mom's AF. I'm gonna move on. But if you hang, oh, there you are. You're back.
Sorry.
You're back. Okay, it's okay.
I'm so sorry.
You okay?
Yeah, so
Good.
yeah.
So
It's so crazy the different directions that things can go and the deception. I don't do good with deception
yeah,
at all. I don't do two-faced. I mean, if I don't like you, I tell you to your face. Like, I think you're a piece of shit. You know?
are you saying that to me right now, or was that hypothetical?
No.
Oh, got
I'm
it.
saying like in
Hypothetical.
general. Like if I
Okay.
don't like somebody, no, I would never say it to you. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. No, oh no. I'm sorry if you even thought that.
I was
for
making a
moment.
joke,
No.
try to make it lighthearted. No, I did not think that.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
All
So
right, but for a second you had me.
yeah. So look, you're in a tough spot. You're in a betrayal bind right now. You've heard me talk about that book. Have you read that book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
It's like-
no.
You haven't read that book?
What's crazy? Something I didn't tell you.
What's up?
No.
Okay.
My body knew before I knew.
Of course.
Like
Of course,
there
your
was
body
something I
knows.
just knew something
Yeah.
was going on before I even thought.
Look,
Oh my
if,
God, it was crazy.
totally. If you guys resonate with what she's saying, okay, and I'm assuming there's a lot of women here in the chat, the pain of betrayal is devastating, and your body knows. Like she said, she knew, her body knew
Yeah, it
before
does.
her head knew, right? And what I'm hearing, you could tell me if I'm wrong here, but it's like your part of your intuition, part of your boundary is, we're done. This is it. If you don't show me whatever the things are that you wanted to see, we're done. I'm moving on, as hard as that'll be. And simultaneously, you're like, I don't want this to end. I love this guy. We have a family. We have a future together. And that is the betrayal bind. It's these competing feelings and emotions all at once. I don't have answers for you. I never do. But what your body is telling you is moving you in a different direction. This book, The Betrayal Bind by Michelle Mays, How to Heal When the Person You Love Hurts You the Worst, is a very good resource to help navigate through a betrayal. And Michelle Mays is the author of this book, and my style is like this as well. I don't know what the outcome is for you. I don't know what you'll end up or where you'll end up. I have a bias towards healthy relationships and restoration,
Yeah.
but okay, that doesn't always happen. So that book can be a healthy resource for you. as you're going
I
through
took a
this.
screenshot of it.
Yeah. Krista, this book comes from more the traditional psychological perspective. She's a therapist, and I don't think that there's really much, maybe not even any kind of religious component to that particular book. It's more the psychological side of it. All right. How are you feeling right now?
I'm kind of indifferent. I'm actually very indifferent. I saw one of the comments and the person said, if you cut your hubby or if you cut your family off so easy, why don't you cut off your hubby? It's such a different relationship with your personal spouse than it is with your family that you haven't lived with in 18, 19 years.
Yeah.
And you've lived, and
Well, there's
I've
also
almost
there's so much in that. If I was coaching you, I would go down that path of you're cutting. It seems like you're so easy to cut people off who are close to you. Not that I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just noticing that, right? How
No, I
easy
know
you're
what you're saying, yeah.
you're languaging that. Oh, I just cut him off. I cut him off. I cut him off. But it's like with your husband, you can't do what you've done in the past that has kept you safe, or at least not as easily.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
Yeah, I'm curious about that. Like, what's the story there to where you had to cut people off in order to maintain safety? Or you felt like you did, right? And your laugh
Yeah.
tells me that you have a story, right?
One of the people that affected me probably the most at very young age is in prison. So
Yeah,
for
there you go.
hurting lots of little kids.
Yeah,
And my case was not included in the
Yeah.
DA case.
yeah,
So
yeah.
he's
So
a pastor. Yep.
yeah, so there's
Wife
an
was
origin
a child
story.
care provider.
Yeah, there's an origin
Yeah.
story to that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So burnt with a finger. My finger was burnt with a cigarette at 3 years old too.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Wow. I'm sorry. Ah! That was a trauma release.
I think safety.
Yeah.
I think safety for me has been a big struggle. And it's not safe anymore.
Totally. Yeah, and this betrayal with your husband not only reminds you of a lack of safety
Yep.
in your marriage, but it reminds you of all the times in your past that
Yes.
you haven't been safe.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
And all the adults that let me down
Mm-hmm.
and didn't keep me safe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then and that's why I fight so hard for my kids. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So hard. So hard. They're great kids. Like really good kids. And just fight really hard.
Yeah.
Constantly. So both my boys have IEPs now, and my daughter, she's doing really good. And I think for my one son, throughout his schooling, I've never signed one of his IEPs, and I think we've probably had upwards of 40 meetings. That's an unheard of amount of meetings for an IEP.
Yeah.
So I'm just, and he's never been to one.
Yeah.
So, let's see. I was trying to read what some of the people were saying, but
I'm gonna bring
Yeah,
Mika on here next. Just see, everyone's like,
Yeah.
bring Mika on. Okay, I'll bring her on next.
yeah.
All right, so Moms AF, I just want to ask you this question. Not again, you don't have to have a good answer right now, but what's the next step for you? What are you needing to kind of maintain your footing? Is there a person you can reach out to help be with you in this? Or is there a conversation you're wanting to have with your husband? Or you might not want to even decide what a next step is, but does anything come to mind?
No, a conversation is going to happen. Everything we have is entangled together.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to let his issues disrupt my children's lives. So if that, we have to figure out business, and because I'm 100% owner, but he's the reason the money comes in. So
Yeah,
I just have to figure that
the
out.
way you language that, can I just push on that?
Sure.
You both are the reason. He wouldn't be able to do what he's doing if it wasn't for you holding everything else down.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And I'm speaking strictly in the business aspect of
Yeah,
it.
like, okay, I got that.
Only.
You're
Yeah.
not wrong, but it's like you're also,
Not the kids or any of the other household responsibilities. You're correct. Yes.
yeah.
But the manual labor side of it is definitely, on him.
Yeah.
So.
All right, here's what Michelle Mays says. Page 295 of the Betrayal Bind.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of how much of this to read. We'll just go here. For most betrayed partners, a significant part of the healing work is learning how to face and feel the fear or the abandonment terror that is blocking their path forward. This work should always be done with expert support, as it is almost always too dysregulating for partners to do by themselves. And here is the secret to shifting the fear. We do the thing we are afraid to do. We do the thing we are afraid to do. She says, I know this is another book-throwing moment, so go ahead and swear or throw something, and then let's unpack this together. If we adhere to the false belief that we cannot make forward progress until the fear goes away, we will forever stay stuck. Waiting for the fear to go away is a false promise that yields nothing but more pain and suffering. So we must learn to move through fear by doing the thing we are afraid to do, and then finding out that we were able to do it. We see that we are still standing, we are still intact, and in the famous mantra coined by author Glennon Doyle, we can do hard things. When we do move toward our fear and do the hard thing in front of us, it builds our confidence in others, our sense of resilience, and our inner strength and resourcefulness. And best of all, it builds trust with ourselves. So that just comes to mind. I know you just found this out, and you're still in that grounded and dysregulated place. Whatever's next for you it's gonna be hard, and you can do it.
Thank you. I appreciate you being on here too, and always being that voice of reason, if you will, that level-headed person. So.
Yeah, not always. Just ask my wife. But
I'm sure you guys have put in a lot.
But I do okay on TikTok sometimes. Yeah. Thank you for sharing.
But thank you for putting in the work, whatever you guys have done, even in your own lives, to be able to make it so that you're here and present even where you're at right now. It means a lot.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that. And thank you for sharing. And, come back on. I know you will. But I'm sorry you're going through that. It sucks.
That's okay. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Take care.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. W's in the chat. Caitlin's back. What's up? All right. Look, this is a great time to plug my women's group. Caitlin, why don't you come on and tell everybody about my women's group? My name is Austin. I'm a coach. I do one-on-one coaching as well as group coaching, both for men who are struggling with unwanted sexual behavior such as porn or sex addiction, and women who are struggling through betrayal trauma. You don't have to be stuck and stay stuck. You can get out of it. You can get to the other side. And what does it require? It requires doing the hard thing. Acknowledge what your body's telling you. Honor that. Be in your sorrow. But notice that that's pointing you towards some sort of goodness. Anger is not bad. Anger is a very resourceful emotion telling your body that something needs to change. But it's very hard. Like somebody in Mom's AF situation, whatever is the next path is going to be hard. It's going to be really difficult. And you need support through that. So I have groups for men going through porn or sex addiction, as well as women going through betrayal trauma. Caitlin, An Honest Love, is in my group. She leads the group sometimes as well. If you don't follow An Honest Love, you should follow An Honest Love. She said, this group has been transformative in my own healing, and I feel honored to help lead the group as well. If you're interested in having a conversation about that, go to the link in my bio and schedule a discovery call with me. I'd love to chat with you, and that's private offline, meaning it's not going to be posted on TikTok. But if you're feeling stuck and you don't know how to move forward, you got to have support through it. You got to have support through it. My discovery call is $1 for a 30-minute call. The group does cost money. We'll talk about that when you schedule the call. But there is no better day than today to confront what's going on in your life. All right, Mika, I'm going to bring you on in just a minute, but I got to go potty. So I'll be right back. All right. I'm back. W is in the chat for all our guests. Give me a follow if you guys don't follow me already. If you like my content. If you don't like my content, follow me anyways. And come back and argue with the people in my comments sometime. It's fun. All right, Mika.
Hello.
Hey there. How's it going?
Good. So,
Good. Are you 18 or over?
yes,
Okay.
I'm 18.
All right. Great.
Okay.
Is porn cheating?
So, it is cheating, but
Okay.
I have a story for it.
Okay. What's the story?
Like 3 weeks ago, me and my boyfriend have been dating for 3 years. It was our anniversary. And just randomly, I was like, can I see your phone real quick? You know, it always starts with that. And I go, it's not like, he goes on private browser to watch, you know what.
Mhm.
And so I go onto his Instagram and into his watch history, and it's just a bunch of these girls, like half naked, really bad. And so he's like on his knees crying when I found out, but he had to go back to work. And so I was just asking him, like, when are you having the time to watch these girls? And he watches them while he's at work. And so I was like very confused. And then he said he was never going to do it again. And I didn't want to like make him miserable and then delete everything on his phone. I trusted him that he wasn't going to do it again because he was literally on his knees crying. And so he did good for like about a month. I didn't find anything on his phone when I would look. But then like 2 days ago, I asked him, I was like, oh, can I see your phone? And he ripped it out of my hand, like ran after me, took it out of my hand. And I was like, no, just let me see your phone. So I made him leave the house, and he was deleting it, but his algorithm like didn't lie. Like I would go on it and it would just be the same girls. And so I told him, I was like, oh, well, I didn't find anything that you were watching it. And so he was like, oh, so you don't trust me. You just don't trust me at all. And blah, blah, blah. Like, trying to gaslight me so hard. And so then I was like, but this is what's coming up on your, like, on your reels. Like, this is what you're watching. And he works with his dad, by the way. Like, it's a family business. And I was just like, I was in awe because he just said, oh yeah, I was watching it. And then just continued about his day. And
Do you trust him?
It's just, well, I did in the beginning, but it's like now I don't know how to feel. Because he, like before, he was super remorseful. He was saying sorry. He was crying. He never did it again. But then the second time I caught him, he was like, well, maybe you just need to break up with me. maybe that will heal me. It's
Okay,
just
so
you breaking up.
you're finding it. He's saying he's going to stop. He's not stopping. He's gaslighting you into thinking it's not a problem. How would you describe that behavior?
Well,
What word or phrase would you use to describe the behavior that he's displaying?
I don't really. It's like, it's just really weird because I don't know how I would describe it. How would you describe it?
Well, let's ask the chat. Chat, how would you describe that behavior that's been going on for about 3 years? Manipulation. That's the number one
Yeah.
word I had in my mind. Somebody else said manipulative, minimizing, abuse, manipulation, abuse,
Yeah.
addictive. How does that feel to you? Applying those words to what you're experiencing.
It's all like he doesn't, like that girl said before that was on here like an hour ago. He doesn't show being manipulative or like minimalizing me or any of that when we're not talking about that topic. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like he treats me really well. Like we just moved in together. Everything's been fine, but it's just this one problem that.
Can you describe what the one problem is?
Him lying about watching pornography.
Okay, him not being trustworthy.
Yeah.
You're talking about that as though it's like a really, really minor problem in your relationship. I would argue it's probably the biggest problem that will ever face your relationship is that you
Yeah.
don't trust him.
I was just like, I don't know. He doesn't lie all of the time. It's just like about other things, he's completely transparent with.
You're 18?
Yes.
Why did you guys move in together?
So my parents were going through a divorce and they just told me like, well, if you have his parents they built a new house and this is their old house, you know? And so we moved into their old house because my parents were going through a divorce, constantly arguing, like it was also like an abusive relationship that they were going through. So his parents were really just like, we don't want you around that. How about you guys just move into this old house? Because we had been dating for 3 years.
Mhm.
And yeah, and so he doesn't really feel like he's sorry. It's just he says that he'll stop and that's enough. And he deleted like everything on his phone, but the urges don't go away
I
to
got
do
it.
that.
I got it. So look, just notice you're bringing everything back to his pornography use, which is totally valid, by the way. And there's so much going on here. You guys are 18 years old. You're living together just out of necessity. You're not married, which I'm not saying that to go down a whole you should be married to live together thing, though you could look at that, right? But it's like there's a lot of things, trust issues and other things. You're 18 years old. You guys are in
Yeah.
this relation. Like, what is this relationship?
We made all of these decisions before I found out that he was watching this. So I probably would have said something completely different before I caught him.
Okay. Well, you can still say whatever you want to say to him. What do you want to say to
Yeah.
him?
I just want to be reassured by him that he's actually going to stop.
Okay. How long have you been trying to get him to stop?
It's been like a month.
A month. Okay.
Yeah, maybe more. I wasn't really counting.
When did you
Maybe a
first
month.
know that he was using pornography?
It was okay. Well, actually, he did tell me before our relationship that he would watch it because he was like introduced to it at a very young age. And but he told me like, oh well, I haven't since we're together. And he's a very like, his parents are very religious, and they go to church every Sunday and whatever. And so I was like, oh well, you seem like a pretty godly man, so I'll trust you. But recently that's just not been happening.
Got it. Are you a person of faith?
Yeah,
What's your faith?
I'm a Christian.
You're a Christian. Got it. Okay. What do you think Jesus would say about what's going on here?
Well, I've been thinking about that a lot too, because this isn't how I wanted my life to go, as in like moving in together. And it's like we're both choosing to wait till marriage, and living together, it's really hard, but we have 2 separate rooms that we stay in, and that's our rule. Like, we don't sleep in the same room. And I feel like that's, I don't know, I feel like that's hard for him, because with that being said, like, if you watch porn, I feel like you're a very, like, lustful person. You know what I mean? And so then this being on top of that, he's not able to control his hormones or what he's feeling, because we can't have a you know what relationship. Like, we can't have a sexual relationship because of me being like, no, these are my boundaries. I don't know. It's just a very odd spot to be in. Honestly.
Well, that is a real tough spot to be in.
Yeah.
Real tough spot to be in the same house, different rooms. You've got a boundary. He's doing what he's doing. I mean, that's not going to get any easier. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. And I mean, after I had found out, I told him, I was like, I don't know what to tell you anymore. I told him that if he's ever feeling like that, I'm not going to judge him. And if he's having those like desires, just to talk to me about it, and I can help him through that. But he didn't do that. He just decided to like do it again and be like, oh, well, at church on Sunday, I'll just repent again. You know what I mean? And so at that point, I was just like, I don't know what to say to you anymore, really, except for, I don't even know. And so he went up to his like parents' house and talked to them about it. Because I told him, I was like, well, I said, what is going to make you so humiliated that you are going to stop? Because obviously I'm not the answer. Like, you're not going to stop for me or the Lord. And he went up to his parents' house and confessed everything that he had been doing. And they gave him like his words of wisdom. But that trust is just still not there. And I feel like it won't be for a while, because he's like, he goes to the gym with a bunch of other women that are around, and it's like, I don't know, I don't feel like I can trust him to not look at another woman and have desires to want to F her, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
yeah. So look, he sounds like he genuinely wants something to be different, but he doesn't really know how. And it's very painful for you being in this relationship, is what I'm hearing. You're trying to be that support for him, but also, is that really your job, your role at this point in your relationship? He's disclosed to his parents. That's good. So it's not like he's doing this completely alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you, let me just ask you this. You were like begging to come on here. What were you wanting by coming up here and talking to me?
Well, you have dealt with this before, right?
Yes.
Is that why, like, you're a coach?
Yes.
Well, I just wanted to know, like, the male aspect of it. Like, what really helped you to stop?
Yeah. I can answer that question, but notice how much emphasis you're putting on his behavior and him changing and trying to get him to change. The question you got to ask yourself is, does he actually want to change? Is he willing to get help on his own? And why are you tolerating this? What if he never changes?
Well, I just, like, I love him to the point where I would do literally anything to help him to stop.
Why? I get it, but why? Why would you do anything to try to help him to stop watching pornography? You're not wrong. I want to just
Yeah.
poke into that.
Because I want to be in a, like, I want to be able to have a family with him one day. I want to be able to marry him one day because I don't see myself with anybody else. Like, and I know that's like a very big aspect to look at it, but it's like, I love this man so much to the point where I would do anything for him.
Okay, here's a question. Yeah, I mean, don't answer it unless you want to, but, and I'm not saying you're wrong, but do you really love him in the way you're describing, or do you love the idea of what life could be like with him if only he were to change in the ways you're wanting him to change?
No, I truly do love him as a person.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not just like someone in the comments said, like, romanticizing what life could be like. It's like, I don't think I could do that with another person.
Okay, so just as a thought experiment, okay, this is not advice, okay, why don't you get married to him tomorrow?
Because I can't trust him.
Okay. What does your very quick answer to that question tell you about this relationship?
That there's a lot that needs to be restored.
Yes. Yeah. And look, if you, spoiler alert, anybody who's married or has been married, flood the comments. Once you get married, everything will get more difficult.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. And not in a bad way. I'm not saying that's bad, but it's like, okay, you get married, and then you have kids and houses and finances and like retirement, like all this stuff. And right now, you're 18 years old. You don't trust him. So again, I want you to see this as a way bigger conversation than he's watching pornography. And that's totally valid. And the pain, I hear that in you, and you should feel that. And there's something way bigger going on here.
Yeah.
And look, the skill to work on, not that anybody can master it, but is learn to have these conversations. Talk about it. What are have you really voiced to him, hey, partner, I don't trust you. I've discovered your pornography many times. You've gaslit me. I don't trust you. Forget about porn. Just, I don't trust you. But you got to look at yourself and say, for how much longer are you going to not trust him? Or have this level of distrust and stay with him? I don't know what the answer is for you, by the way. I don't know if you need to stay or leave. I don't know. But it sounds like you're so committed to him stopping watching porn. But what about you? What about your boundaries being honored? A lot of women in this chat will tell you they're in the same situation that you are at 18, and now they're in their late 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, wishing they would have done something different when they were in your shoes.
Yeah, for sure. It's just like very hard for me right now because I don't want to just like get up and leave, but at the same time, I know that it's going to just be a lot of restoring the trust, and I can't say in the future that he's not going to stop or he is going to stop. I just feel like it's all about time right now.
Well, time doesn't heal wounds. It's what you do in the time that heals wounds or leads to change. Time doesn't cause transformation. It's what you do in the time that leads to the transformation. Time doesn't build trust. It's what you do in the time that rebuilds trust. And in fact, trust, I like languaging it this way, as opposed to trust. It's what if we instead of rebuilding trust, though that's obviously great, what if we're looking for reliability? I'm looking for reliability here in this relationship. Like, for example, when you have his phone, his response, like you talked about earlier, he got all defensive just for you having his phone. It's like, what is that about? If we're going to share a life together, which it sounds like that's what you want, can't look at each other's phones?
Yeah.
You know, there's a conversation there. So, I mean, my encouragement, you're so young. He's probably around the same age, right?
He's 20.
He's 20. Okay.
Yeah.
You've been together 3 years?
Yeah.
Why are you laughing?
Just because it's like 2-year age gap. So it's like, I don't even know. Our relationship was built off of like us being friends at a younger age. Like we've known each other our whole lives.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Some people. Yeah.
All right. So as you've been talking here, what is kind of standing out to you the most?
Since it happened so recent, it's like I know I can't trust him, but at the same time, he has like been starting to ask for help, I feel like, because he talked to his parents and I don't know, I feel like he's on a route to start. It's just he doesn't know where because he has never gotten help before.
Yeah.
For it. Or he's never like asked for help from his parents.
Yeah. Yeah. So look, if I'm really glad you came on here to talk because a lot of people never confront this issue in their relationship, whether they're a man or a woman. So great job. Okay. Great job. If I was talking to him or somebody like him, okay, just the archetype of what you're describing, it's like, all right, what do you want him to be different? What do you want him to change? And what kind of man do you want to be in a relationship? And assuming he has some sort of remorse or guilt for using pornography, which most men do, by the way, most men are exposed to pornography by the age of 13. By the age of 13, when they should not see that stuff, I don't think anybody should ever see it, but especially not at that age, it sets them off for a path of thinking that relationships are one way when in reality they're another way. And it can be addictive. It can be an addictive behavior that they don't even know why they're doing it. So if I were to encourage this young man, I would encourage him, read some books about relationships, about, dating, about how to be the kind of man that you need to become in order to have the partner and the life that you're wanting. Find outlets to talk about this. You said he talked to his parents. Maybe, you indicated he's part of a faith community. Maybe you can talk to people there. I'm a coach. I have groups for men who are going through this. But be in an environment where you can be encouraged to learn new tools, learn new tools, new skills, and unlearn unresourceful behaviors. But most importantly, try to figure out why you did the things you're doing in the first place and where you wanted to go, how you wanted to go in a different direction. And for you, for a woman in this situation, very young, going through this, ask yourself the question, have I lowered my bar? Have I lowered my bar? And if so, why? Because oftentimes people lower their bar, lower their bar, lower their bar, lower the bar, and then you're like, who am I and what have I done?
Yeah, that's a very good question to ask myself, actually.
Yeah. And then, look, any relationship within reason, I believe, is redeemable, is restorable. But it takes two people who are willing to come to the table and do some work and build something together. Acknowledging where we've hurt one another, having a vision for the future, reestablishing trust and safety and intimacy. So that would be my encouragement to you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye. W's in the chat for our guests. Oh, and read this book, Unwanted. It's a very good book. All right, I'm going to take maybe one or two more. Uh-oh, Danielle, you hit the request button. Did you mean to do that? Oh, wait, you didn't answer how you changed and what you did to change. Oh, okay. Well, give me a second. Unwanted by Jay Stringer. How sexual brokenness reveals our way to healing. Great book. You love the smell of books. All right. No, Joanna. How did I change? Well, look, it's not about how I changed. I think it's how do we engage a change process? Oh, you guys have been arguing in the chat? Well, where'd she go? Help Cakes is here. By the way, whoever, I think it was you, Danielle, who muted Help Cakes, don't mute Help Cakes. I love Help Cakes. Unless he's way out of line.
Hello?
Oh, hey, Help Cakes, how's it going?
Good, I'm 2 days clean.
You're 2 days clean?
Yeah,
Congratulations.
my wife is very happy.
Yeah, I bet she is. Is she there?
Yeah, we're home for MLK Day.
Oh, okay. Can we get her on?
Sure, hold on.
Okay.
Honey, put down that Martin Luther King video. Come here. Hello?
Oh, hey, Mrs. Helpcakes, how's it going?
Oh, good.
Good. So he quit 2 days ago?
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. How do you feel?
Well, he's been giving me a lot of attention, if you know what I mean.
Uh-huh. Yeah?
I'm a little tired.
You're a little tired, a little too much attention?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Aren't you proud of him, though?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. What about the socks? Have you noticed anything different there?
There's less socks on the floor.
Oh, good. I love that for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing for the holiday?
You're looking at it. I'm talking about porn on the internet. My favorite thing to do.
Oh, yeah, I know that. We're going to a convention.
Cool. What kind of convention?
A no corn convention.
A no porn convention. Great job. I love that for you. Way to go.
Yes. It's
Okay,
in
Help
Vegas.
Cakes. In Vegas. Uh-oh. Be careful. Be careful there.
Oh, we're not going to the Bunny Ranch.
Don't go to the Bunny Ranch. One wrong step, you walk into the wrong place, man, and you're done. Relapse Central.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, that's
just gonna
not his
go-
wife? It's him? Oh, no.
gonna go
I've
see-
been duped.
We're going to go see Cirque du Soleil.
Just make sure you don't see the X-rated one.
Oh, there is one?
Never mind. I didn't want to give you any bad ideas.
Okay. It's me again.
Oh, hey, Help Cakes.
Yeah. Our marriage is going good now.
Okay. Good. We'll keep it up. 2 days. Tomorrow it'll be 3 days.
Maybe.
All right, man. Nice chat with you. We'll see you next time.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye. All right, for those of you who are new here, that's Help Cakes, my favorite troll. He's my favorite troll. Troll of the century. And Danielle, you did mute him earlier because he's the one who always talks about socks. You know, sometimes we can take 90 seconds and have a little entertainment around here, okay? Okay? Doesn't have to be serious all the time. Just most of the time. Hey there, what's going on?
Hi.
How you
Hold
doing?
on, I'm sorry. I'm doing okay. I'm eating right now. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all right. What are you eating?
Raisin bread.
Ooh, nice. Homemade?
No.
Oh, got it. Is it good?
Uh-huh. My
Nice.
baby's eating it too. I don't
Oh,
know if you
cool.
remember me.
I think we've talked
do.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, what's going on?
Well, not much has changed.
Okay. I don't remember what your situation is, but
He's addicted to porn.
oh,
Or porn or whatever, yeah.
yeah. Sorry to hear that.
It's okay. I'm sorry, there's Miss Rachel in the background. But he went to the S Club maybe 2 weeks ago, and he knows I don't like it, but he still went anyways because he kept asking and asking and asking. And I told him, I gave him boundaries. I was like, no private dances, no, like, none of that, because last time he went into a private dance, he did something bad. And then he went behind my back and got a private dance. And he, I don't know. Hold on. I'm gonna turn it off because people say it's annoying. Okay, I'm back. He Finger the stripper.
Mm-hmm.
And that it was way worse than what he did last time.
Okay.
And it's okay. I'm sorry. Here. Orange
All
juice.
right. So I know you're got other things going on there, Autumn. Well, we talked before. This is still going on. It's escalating.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm just curious. You're coming back to talk to me. What are you wanting out of this interaction?
I just want to talk to you honestly and know what
Okay.
to do.
Well, I can't tell you what to do. What are you wanting?
I just want him to understand how it makes me feel.
Okay. Have you told him?
Because I've told him over and over and again, but he's
Okay.
not stopped.
All right. Does he understand? Do you feel like he understands how it makes you feel?
No,
Okay. How does it make you feel?
horrible. Like,
Horrible.
it makes me like very insecure about myself because we did just have a baby together. He's you. 8 months ago, almost 9 months ago,
Mm-hmm.
and my body's way different than it was before. So after all that, yeah, I'll just recap you on what our last conversation was about.
Well, that's okay. We don't need to go down all that. I'm curious why you agreed for him to go to a strip club.
Because he really hasn't experienced much because I'm his first time. And I know it makes me uncomfortable, but I still want him to be happy and experience things. But in the end, it still hurts me because I know if he does go to the club again, I know he'll do something stupid. And I'm leaving for a week to go back home, and his brothers and stuff just like rage baiting me and about, oh, we're gonna go and all this stuff, but because they know that what he's done.
Are you guys married?
No, not yet. We're engaged.
So, it feels horrible. Okay, I hear that. hear what you're saying. I can only imagine how it feels. And you're in a hard spot. You got a baby.
Yes.
Are you really okay with him? Like, do you really think he's going to be happy by going and experiencing things with other women? Or do you feel like you have to let him do that?
I have to let him do that.
Okay, so you feel like you have to do that. Why is that?
Because he's very sexually driven and I can't give him what he wants. Like, every day. I don't want to do it every day. So that's why he probably does everything that he does.
Would you describe him as a sexual addict?
Yes.
Okay. Would he acknowledge that?
We've had a conversation about it before when we like first started dating, and oh my gosh, no. Sorry, my baby grabbed my phone. But we had a conversation about it before because we would have it all the time because we were just started to get together and all this stuff, you know, it's new. And I told him, like, look, I'm getting tired of it and I really don't want to do it as much anymore. And then it just, yeah.
Okay. So has he gotten help for his addiction?
No, and I kept telling him that he needs to go to therapy because I've been reading a lot of like articles and studies and stuff like that, and it's usually underlined with trauma from their childhood. So I don't know if that's true or not, but
Are you familiar with the word betrayal trauma?
no.
Okay. Have you ever done therapy or anything?
Yes.
Okay. How recently?
Maybe like 2 years ago.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Here, go play.
Who do you have to talk to about this in real life?
Not very many people.
Okay. Do you have anybody?
I have my mom, but I really don't want to involve my relationship problems with my mom.
Why?
Because the last time I did, it made him very mad.
So? Do you think this would make him mad if he was watching this right now?
Yeah, and that's what I'm scared of.
Okay. What if him being mad is not a reflection of who you're talking to about this? What if it's a reflection of the damaging behavior that he's engaged in?
I think it's because he doesn't want people to think he's a bad person.
Okay. You can talk about this in a way that doesn't dishonor him,
Yeah.
which I don't think you've dishonored him here. But you are going through an experience in your life that is devastating to you, and you're carrying the weight of that pain by yourself, or you're trying to.
Yeah.
So who else do you have to talk about this with besides your mom?
Nothing really. I mean, I talked to one of these girls that he works with, because we became friends, and she's just like, she doesn't really want to hear about it anymore.
Yeah. What are you? I'm going to assume you want something to change in this situation, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you say you're engaged?
Yeah.
All right. So you're
We
engaged
just got engaged in August.
Okay. So you're engaged
No,
to a
it's not.
man you've got a child with. You're 18 years old. he's going to strip clubs. You're feeling like you have to agree to him going to strip clubs because you don't have any other option. And you essentially don't have an outlet to talk about this besides with your mom and me, some stranger on the internet. You're in a tough spot.
Yeah.
And there are resources for you to help you make choices that will help change your situation. And what does that mean? I don't know. I don't know what that means for you. But I just want to tell you, you don't have to tolerate this behavior. You don't have to tolerate this behavior. Now, I don't know a lot about you, and I understand that as an 18-year-old new mother
I'm
in this situation, or I'm sorry, 19-year-old new mother in this situation, it may feel like there's not a lot of options. But there are ways to get help. Can you think of anybody who you feel safe or trustworthy or have enough trust with you can go and talk to just to tell them what's going on and maybe help you get pointed in the right direction?
My mom, that's about it. I don't really
Okay.
have any friends.
Okay.
Very many people.
Great. So can you talk to your mom?
Yeah. Oh my goodness, hold on.
Kid's got a water bottle.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
I said, kid's got a water bottle.
Yeah. I'm all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I want to talk to my mom, but I don't want to, like, disrespect him because he said he doesn't like it. Me talking about our problems, even though I still talk about them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't I don't know. You're not. Notice how you're protecting him and his behavior. For you to say something like, it hurts me that my partner chooses other women by going to strip clubs, is descriptive about his behavior, but it doesn't decide whether that's disrespectful or not about him. People can decide that that's disrespectful, and it may very well be, but you confiding in somebody about the experience that you're having in your relationship doesn't necessarily mean you're being disrespectful.
Yeah, I see. But I don't know. If he finds out that I talk to my mom about it, then he'll be mad.
Okay, so how much longer do you want to suffer in silence?
Not much longer. I can't
Okay.
take it anymore.
Okay, well, you're right, you can't take it anymore. And again, I don't know if talking to your mom is the right answer. I don't know the answer, but you could very easily try to continue protecting his image at your expense, or do something about it, which will require you unpacking what's really going on here.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm reading the comments.
That's okay. All right, well, thanks for sharing, Autumn. I'm sorry you're in that situation.
It's okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm not very talkative right now.
Well, it's okay. You got to keep talking, okay? All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. My wife just got home with Jimmy John's, so maybe one more guest. What do you guys get at Jimmy John's? I'm a big fan of the number 11. Hey there, what's going on?
Hey.
Are you 18 or over?
Yeah, I'm over a lot.
Okay. A lot over?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you the one that tried to come on earlier?
Yeah, I kind of lost the live when I came to the gym.
Oh, got it. Okay. All right. Well, is porn cheating?
No.
No, it's not. Okay. Why is that?
I just don't see it that way. I've never thought about it as cheating because I don't like think about the people when I watch it. I just look at the act.
Got it.
And the same with my husband. And sometimes we even watch it together, like foreplay.
Got it. Okay. So you guys are married?
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been married?
6 years.
6 years. Okay. What did you guys say to each other on your wedding day?
Oh, in the country I live in, we don't have like our own vows.
Where do you live?
Norway.
Norway? Okay.
Yeah.
So did you vow anything to one another? Or?
Yeah, we vowed that we would love each other till through sickness and in health. And I don't know how you say it in English. The whole is it like a ceremony? Like we say it in Norwegian, so I don't know how to translate it to English. But yeah, through sickness and in health, and till death do us part.
Yeah. Okay. So it's somewhat of traditional vows you guys said to one another?
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Got it. Okay.
I just requested to join the live because so many of the girls had a strong reaction for me saying that it's not cheating and kind of attacked my relationship. So, yeah.
Oh, got it. All right. What do you want to say to them?
I don't know. I think that, every relationship should do what works for them. I don't like attack their relationship. I don't know what their husband do. And I don't know. We just don't we don't see it as cheating because I don't know why. We just don't see it as cheating. I don't feel like he's cheating on me if he watches porn.
Got it. Well, you said when you watch porn, you really don't feel anything about the people. So what do you think about the people in the pornography?
I've seen a lot of documentaries from porn stars, and seems like they love doing what they're doing and get a lot of hate for it, but don't care about that.
I wonder which documentaries you've watched, because that's not what the documentaries I've watched say.
I think a lot of I don't know. I watched some documentaries and some interviews from porn stars, and from what I've seen, that's what I've seen. But I haven't seen any negative. Maybe I will if I look it up.
Maybe, yeah. So why do you watch pornography?
Well, I've done it because I don't have a great imagination. So when I need help, I watch it.
Okay, so you watch pornography because you don't have a great imagination and you
Like
need
I
help.
can't just fantasize stuff to, help me. So I watch the act.
When you masturbate or when you're having sex with your
Yeah.
husband?
Masturbate.
Got it. Okay. What about him? Why does he watch pornography? Do you know?
I think it's the same. But we don't watch it so much because we're active in our marriage. But we did in the beginning of the relationship. We heard about other couples watching it together, like foreplay. So we tried. But now it's mostly if we're not with one another because he works or I work. We travel with work, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When I was single, it was more than after I got married, but yeah.
Why do you think that was?
Well, because then I didn't have anyone to do it with.
So what do you think the draw to pornography was when you were single?
It was like I'm sorry, it's hard to find the words in English. I was just like looking for a relief. Do you understand? Does it make sense? Or maybe it doesn't make sense to you,
looking
but
for a release? Sure.
yeah.
I'm wondering if you may have really been longing for a connection with somebody.
No, not really.
No, not really.
No.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
Um,
So, do you guys watch pornography together anymore?
No.
No? Okay. Got it. Okay.
You know, after we got kids, it's more like doing it when we find the time. Sometimes it has to be quick with small
Got it.
kids.
Yeah.
So yeah, but we're very like involved, still very much in love, and we still date and we have active sex life after 6 years of marriage and 8 years together.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
All right.
You have any
Take care.
questions, Soder?
Nope. Do you have anything else?
No, I would like to hear your opinion on what you think. I'm open-minded.
Want to hear my opinion on what I think about what you're saying, or about if porn is cheating?
Yeah, both. I'm open-minded.
Okay. Well, I believe if you're in a committed, monogamous relationship with another person, and you've said something like, I love you, only you, mind, body, and soul till death do us part. If you deviate from that agreement or commitment, whether it's using another person on a screen or in person, I think it goes against the agreement and therefore is cheating. Now, I think for what you're saying, you have to look at, why are you guys using other people outside of the monogamous? I'm assuming you are in a monogamous relationship. Why are you using other people outside of that? And really the question becomes, or one of the questions is it honoring to one another to be using other people? Is it honoring to your husband to be lusting after and getting sexual pleasure from another man on a screen? Is it honoring towards you when your husband is lusting after other women and getting sexual pleasure from them on a screen? And I'm assuming heterosexual pornography here, but I'm whatever, just for the sake of making the point. So that's the question, is why are you and why do people so easily turn outside to other people for that pleasure?
Okay, yeah, I get that. Honoring, is that like respecting?
Yeah, say that.
Okay. I think some people that believe that porn is cheating, they look more into it than people that don't believe it's cheating. Do you understand? A lot of women overthink.
I mean, look,
a lot of women are easily jealous.
Or differently put, ignorance is bliss.
I don't get ignorance is bliss.
Well,
Can
what it
you-
means is if I just don't know, if I don't look into the negative side effects, the harm, the
Yeah.
research, the data, then I don't have to be confronted with a different reality.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, you know, some people read books. Like in the old days, a lot of moms or women, they read like this romantic. How do you call it? It's not novels,
Smut?
but books,
Se-
series.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and they were really sexual.
Mm-hmm.
So that's some kind of porn, right? When
Yeah.
you're reading about it.
Sure.
And a lot of women don't look at porn, but they use like sexual toys.
Mm-hmm.
So some men would see sexual toys as cheating,
Mm-hmm.
and the woman would not, right?
I mean, I don't. I'll acknowledge what you're saying. I can't speak on.
Yeah,
what
so
that
I think
woman
everybody
would do,
has
but-
different views on, you know, if porn is cheating, if it's like movies or sound or
Well, let me just ask you this: Why are you okay with your husband using other women in order for him to get off sexually?
because I don't think that he thinks about the woman the way that he thinks about me.
What do you think he thinks about? that
And when
woman?
I ask him, because we have talked about it, because I asked like, when men look at porn, or some men, when you look at porn, do you look at the man or the woman, or is it more the act? And his answer was that it was more the act. And it's the same for me. I don't think about the people doing it. I think about the act itself. You understand?
I understand, and it's really interesting.
Yeah.
It's it's like what you're describing is one of the problems with pornography is that it dehumanizes another person. Like if
Yeah.
the people in the porn were somebody you knew, like let's just say, I'm going to make a really bad analogy here. Let's just say it
Yeah.
was your parents in the porn. Do you think you'd still be able to get off to that sexually?
No,
Okay, no.
No.
Why is that?
because that's incest.
Well, it's because you know them. There's a human experience,
Yeah.
right? You're so
Yeah.
quickly to dismiss the other person for their humanity in exchange to just see the sex act,
Yeah.
right?
That's true.
But if you actually knew, were curious about, were willing to see the person in the porn as a fully dignified human being, you'd probably be like, no, I don't want to watch that. I know this person. This person has feelings.
Yeah,
But
but
it's-
what does that have to do with porn being cheating?
It doesn't. It actually just it has to do with the fact that porn is inherently dehumanizing to people.
Yeah, but that's I understand that and I respect that.
Yeah.
But that's not what the whole thing was about. The whole thing was about if porn was cheating.
Oh, that's just the
Right.
beginning of a conversation. That question. Yeah.
But I
yeah,
get
it's a
what you mean,
conversation
that
starter.
it's like human shit. I'm sorry.
Dehumanizing.
Um, Dehumanizing, yeah.
Yeah.
I get that. But it's also, like I said, when I saw your live today for the first time, and the question was, with big letters, is porn cheating? And I just wrote, it's not. For me.
hmm
And then I get attacked. And people attacking my husband and my marriage. Just because having a different meaning. I don't think that is okay either, you know? But it's okay. They can say what they want because I know my husband. I know my husband would never cheat on what I see as cheating. You see? So like if I'm away with work for a long time, I can send him like pictures of me and he can use that, or he can watch porn. I don't really care, but if he needs to relieve himself, I don't see that as cheating.
Okay. Would you care if he was physically intimate with another woman in your absence?
If he was physically with another woman,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Okay. Why?
because then he's with another woman. He's having sex with another woman.
Okay. What if he were to ask another woman for nude pictures or videos of her? But he doesn't know who the person is. He just asks her for pictures or videos of her.
But that's emotionally cheating. Then you're having like a conversation with that person, having mostly people when they're at that stage, they have deep talks, sexual talks, what they think, what they feel. And then there's just a step before the physical cheating. So that's
right.
different.
Okay, that's different. How is that different than him going and looking at pornography? Which is him going and asking for nude pictures and videos of another person.
Oh, no, he's not using like the live.
I didn't say
porn
live.
stuff.
I didn't say live porn. He's going and asking for nude pictures and videos of other women on the internet. There's just websites.
Searching for.
There's just websites called porn websites that help facilitate the transaction, that make it easier.
Okay, I know what
Right.
porn site he uses,
Which one?
and Pornhub.
Got it. Pornhub. Okay. Did you know?
And there's
Did you know?
all right.
This has been studied. 1 in 8 videos on the homepage alone. So this is before you search. 1 in 8 videos on the homepage of Pornhub has been proven to have either underage performers or people who did not consent to being in the pornography. So if you, or if anybody's ever used Pornhub, you probably have looked at pornography that contains minors and or people who were not consenting to be doing what they were doing.
Yeah, he doesn't look at the homemade videos.
That's not what I said. I said on the home page.
Yeah, I know. I use it too.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Got
So
it.
I know we don't look at the amateur videos or the homemade videos. We look at the ones that are like professionally made by porn stars.
Got it. And you're assuming that those ones would not fall into the criteria that I just mentioned that was studied and
Yeah, I'm
documented
assuming
in
you're
this
right.
in this
Yeah.
book called Takedown, where it
Yeah,
talks
I'm
about how
assuming.
Pornhub specifically fuels child abuse, rape, and sex trafficking.
Yeah.
So if you use Pornhub, you're supporting all of those things. Maybe not consciously, but it's not my opinion. That's just what it's proven to happen on Pornhub.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, now you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now you know.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. What else?
No, I don't know. I think I appreciate the way you're putting things. For me to understand also.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, look, I would just invite you to consider that maybe your pornography use is pointing towards something deeper beneath the surface. Typically, there's a longing for connection with one another. And when we don't feel like it's there, or we can't figure out how to make that connection happen, or there's a geographical separation, we can then feel entitled to go use another person's body so conveniently put there on a screen.
Yeah.
But what I would offer is that that's a counterfeit intimacy, and it actually creates a wedge. Maybe it's subconscious between you and your partner that drives you further away from having real intimacy. And just kind of
Yeah, I understand.
yeah, logically, anecdotally, it kind of makes sense. It's like, well, when we're introducing all these other people, other people's bodies, all these other sex acts, all these sex acts, all these things that are just so out there, it's like it makes it harder to then actually go connect with our partner in an intimate way. And I'm not suggesting just sexual intimacy, because think about all the conversations that are avoided by going and getting that quick fix. I didn't then have to go tell my partner what I was feeling or what I was wanting.
Yeah, I get that.
I instead was able to just, I'll just make this feeling go away. So it robs us of intimacy.
Yeah, I get that. But I'm just so secure about my marriage in that part, because we have our ways to keep the marriage good and romantic and healthy for so many years. From what I hear, most marriages statistically, with the intimacy part and the sex part, me and my husband, we do it. If it's TMI, I'm sorry, but for the conversation, we do it like 4 to 5 times a week. And every Friday when our kids sleep, we sit down and we talk about our week and how we feel and what maybe the other one could have done better or did do good for the other person. And that we have done that for so many years, and we still do it. Even if I'm at work or he's at work, we call each other and we have FaceTime dates. So yeah, right. I don't feel like, and it's not like we don't watch porn that much. Maybe it makes me hear that way. Do you understand? It makes me sound that way.
I'm not hearing that.
Yeah, but we have.
I got it. Look, and when I'm hearing you talk, I hear somebody who a lot of things are going really well. I'm not here to say that just because you watch porn, your marriage is terrible. But here's what I would invite you to see is, what if removing the porn were to help your marriage get to the next level of what's the word I want to say? Next level of intimacy, to experience a much richer relationship together.
Yeah.
Like, what if that was possible?
I think it's possible. I haven't watched porn in 6 months. So I don't know. I don't think he has even longer than that.
Yeah, great.
So I think it's just, he knows that if I don't have the energy or something, I don't mind that he
I got it. But
to
what if that conversation could be shifted? Right? I don't have the energy. Go use another woman. What if there's something for you guys to dissect there? Okay, instead of that, what if we have a conversation about what's going on for us? I don't have the energy. Oh, really? Okay, what's going on? Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
As opposed to
we do that too.
Yeah. So anyways, that's what I'd encourage you to do. All right. Anything else?
No, thank you.
All right, thanks for chatting.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye. All right, W's in the chat for all of our guests. I'm going to go eat my Jimmy John sandwich. My name is Austin Hamilton, also known as Porn Coach. I do one-on-one coaching as well as group coaching, both for men who are struggling with some sort of unwanted sexual behavior, such as porn or sex addiction, as well as women who are going through partner betrayal trauma, the trauma that a partner experiences when they've discovered a betrayal. If you're interested in chatting about my services and maybe I can be a help for you, go to the link in my bio. You can schedule a 30-minute call with me. It's $1. Make it very accessible. And that's a private offline call. It won't be posted on TikTok. I also have coaching groups. We meet on either Tuesday nights or Wednesday afternoons, both for men and women. And it's a great place to heal together in community. The choice is yours. What do you want to do? This conversation about porn, it's fascinating. The places that it can take you to. And whatever it is you're dealing with, you don't have to be stuck there. You can move forward into something different. So, great being with you all today. I hope you're having a good day off, assuming that many of you are off today. I'm going to go spend time with my family and have a Jimmy John's sandwich. Number 11 is the best Jimmy John's sandwich there is. Anyways, make it a great day or not. The choice is always yours. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.